Moving on now, in keeping with the buzzing theme of the day and growing interest in India, Siddharth Dubey caught up with Bundeep Singh Rangar, chairman of IndusView, and here are excerpts from that interview.
I think it will. I think it'll take some time, because what they don't want to do is a big conglomerate like that to come in and kill off the mom and pop shops, which is still, the bread and butter for a lot of people's living, and is still the way for most people to shop in India today. You don't see multiplexes beyond a few major cities. Sure. They're growing, but the bulk of people go to the corner store or the corner store equivalent. So for Walmart to come in today, by the way, the structure of it is that they license the brand to the retail, but they own the back end, they own the warehousing, they own the supply chain. So when the government does decide to open it up, they'll just go and buy out the front ends. That'll take some time, though. You want to see enough of a domestic retail sector that can stand on its own and be globally competitive, just the way you're seeing in other industries such as IT.
Okay. Switching tacks to telecoms, obviously the news one talks about now is Vodafone and its bid, well, among the many bidders for people interested in Hutchison SR. But am I correct to say that it looks like Vodafone is the company which is going to get Hutchison SR? I mean, they've been on a big charm offensive recently. Mr. Serene was in India meeting and greeting all the important players in this.
Yeah, I think for Arun Serene this is almost a personal objective, because he had a big acquisition possibly in the United States 2 years ago, lost out to it, so lost to Deutsche Telekom. So he's now, I think, convinced that if he wants to make a big impact during his tenure, getting into the highest growth market, India, as a person whose background is Indian, kind of makes a lot of sense. And there's very few other companies that he can go after. This is not where you've got 10 competitors, a market where you've got 10 competitors. There's very few companies that have a national footprint for wireless services. So getting SR is critical, and I think Vodafone has the ability, the muscle, and the ambition to do it. Now, what's really interesting about this whole M&A wave, of course, is that you're seeing the outbound going is really, really aggressive as well. And the fact that Tata buys a company for $12 billion may not be huge, but it still should be in the top 30 globally this year. And in a manner that has really put India on the stage for global M&A. This one deal this year is more than all the deals that Indian companies did last year buying overseas companies. They spent about $10 billion last year on 190 deals. This year, it's one deal, January, 12 billion, so it exceeds that. So this India Inc. is getting global, and I think anyone looking to buy into that, Mr. Serene included, is looking at that global ambition, saying we need to get in there, but also if we don't get in there, we won't be surprised if some Indian companies come after our own turf.